Yo, what's good? What's good?
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, what's good? Onslaught, what's good with you?
Doing good, brother. How about you?
No, we straight. We straight.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So
Back at it with
back on
another
the
strain.
another one.
Yup, yup.
So yeah, man. Let me get your take. Get this shit
Hmm.
started off like this. Let me get your take on something.
Yeah,
So basically, what I want to I've been coming up with something, right? And I talked
yeah.
about this before on one of my other ones where I was solo with it.
Hmm.
So, in my opinion, I feel like certain fighters are so great that it really don't matter who they fight. They're going to win regardless. So their resume is really just a list of guys they fought. It really don't matter. And I
Facts.
feel like, but the fighter is so good, it doesn't really matter. I feel the reason why, because in the title, I got Terence Crawford's name up there.
Yeah.
I just feel like Terence Crawford's one of those fighters where he's just so good as far as what he can do in the ring. Fuck all this shit outside the ring. Like in the ring, he's just really good fighter where it's like, it don't matter who he fights, he's going to win. Because he's literally fought everybody available for him to fight. He's fought guys that were big punchers, guys that were agile, that can move, and he's beat them all. Fighters
Facts.
that fights that people thought he was going to lose, and he still
Yup.
won.
Yup.
And I just feel like certain fighters are just so good. The resumes don't even matter because you know what's going on. All this bullshit's being said. He has a weak resume. People
Yeah,
are
they
mad because
spreading
he beat
that.
their favorite fighter.
They
So they're
spreading that
discrediting
bullshit.
it.
Yup. Exactly.
That's one of the main things. But in my opinion, I feel like in his case, his resume don't even matter. He was going to win regardless. Like how you
Definitely.
feel? What's your take on that?
That's definitely facts. I mean, we've seen him against all these different styles and all these different weight classes and all these different conditions, and he's come out on top every time. And when it matters most, he dominates. And he's just like, we can tell this dude. What can't he do? What can't he do? We've seen it in the ring. 42 fights, undisputed 3 times. So it's like people want to talk about his resume, which isn't bad at all, but they want to trash it because he doesn't have like 10 Hall of Famers on his resume like Floyd Mayweather or something. Okay. He's shown the skill against like high level boxers in various weight classes, taking risks that nobody else is taking in boxing. So it's like, what can you say? He can beat whoever they put in front of him. He's on that level.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's funny you said Floyd Mayweather because they find ways to hit on him too, despite that.
True. See,
So
that's a great point. It's not
yeah,
even
go
about
ahead.
the resume. It's not even about the resume for real. Because if you look at somebody like Floyd Mayweather, who has arguably one of the greatest resumes in the history of boxing, beat like 13 Hall of Famers and shit like that, they still find a way to trash his resume. They just whoever he beat, they're just gonna say, okay, he beat him late, or this dude was too old, or he picked him at the right time, whatever. So it's always gonna be something they say anyway. It doesn't matter. If Terence Crawford beat 100 Hall of Famers, they will still have something to say.
When they say the thing, you said something I want to speak on real quick. When they say
Yeah,
fighters were too old and stuff, I
yeah,
feel like if you're old yourself and you beat another old fighter, you should get full credit for that.
that's a great
Like
point.
I feel like when Mayweather beat Mosley, that was more
Yes,
impressive than when Canelo beat Mosley because
absolutely.
Mayweather, he was old himself in that fight. He was 30
Thank you.
plus, just like Mosley. Canelo
Great.
was 20 years younger than Mosley when he beat
Canelo
Mosley.
was young, way younger than Mosley. Mosley was 100 years old. Even
Right.
Oscar De La Hoya was like, Canelo got to stop him for this to be impressive because Mosley, he kind of washed up at
Too
this point.
old.
Too old, multiple losses, been stopped, and everything like that. So it's like,
Yeah.
but Floyd for some reason when he fights somebody and he's older, like with the Pacquiao thing, I guess age is different for guys like Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford.
Right.
Terence Crawford was older than Canelo, but
Yeah, but
I
they
guess
still say he fought or watched Canelo. Yeah. Yeah.
exactly. But like they say, oh, Terence Crawford when he fought Canelo, Canelo was coming off a bad performance against William Skull. Okay, don't y'all claim that Terence Crawford had a bad performance against Madrimov? That y'all claim that he lost that fight. So it's like you don't even want to keep the same energy with that. You can make an argument that they both came off of competitive performances. So it's like you know how it is, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy. But
But
that's
yeah,
a great point.
yeah, that's facts. But that's what I've been coming up with though. I really feel like not for every fighter, but for certain fighters, it don't really matter who they fight. It's like they're going to win regardless. I feel like Dimitri Bivol is another guy. Now
Yeah,
people
great,
gonna
great.
push back and say, well, he lost the first Peturbia fight, but you got to remember, many people felt that he won that fight and it was a robbery
Yes, that was
when that fight
controversial.
happened, the first
Yes,
Peturbio. A lot of people
yes,
felt that he won. Even
it's
other
controversial.
pro fighters from interviews I seen, they said that he
Yes,
won. But I feel like he's another guy like Crawford, where it's like it don't matter who you put in the ring with him. Ain't nobody finna beat. Who can get in the ring and beat Bivol?
That's what you see. That's the thing. There's certain dudes, people so caught up in resumes and unifications and all this stuff. All this stuff is superficial. Like we said before, all that matters is what you display in the ring. And certain fighters display exceptional skill against all styles that we've seen before. And it's like once you do something like that, it's like who can we say beats Terence Crawford or Dimitri Bivol or Usyk or all of these guys? Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Shit. Even Tank. Even your boy Tank. Like who can beat Tank straight up? Who can beat Tank straight up? Regardless of his resume, who can get in there and just beat Tank?
Who can you 100% stamp will beat Gervonta Davis in the fight? You could make an argument that Shakur does or anybody else, but who can
that's 50-50.
Right, see, that's a 50. You can make a debate about it or argument, but who can you stamp and say this dude, if Tank fought him tomorrow, he get knocked out or he'll lose? No, like there's certain fighters who once they display skill against all these different styles at the high level, like what can you say? You know what I mean? That's a great point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like I just feel like when you are great like that, your resume don't. Because I feel like Crawford got a good resume. I don't think his resume is bad. So when they say that, I obviously push back on that. But just I'm saying, from watching him fight, his versatility, he's just so good. It's like, who's going to beat this dude straight up, bro? Everybody that put in the ring with him, he beat. Because I remember they were talking that shit. I remember the Earl Spence fight leading up to that. Yes. A lot of people were saying Earl Spence was going to beat him. And I'm like, I was one of the few people that was like, bro, Crawford got the skill. I'm telling you, Crawford got the skill. Earl Spence is good. He, at the time, in my opinion, I thought Earl Spence was a A-level fighter, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But Crawford is better. And when they fight, you're going to see the difference. And when they fought, what happened? That would have happened at any point in their career, I believe. That would have happened in 2016 if they would have fought. Crawford would have put belts ass. But I remember people were saying Spence was going to beat him. Crawford beat him. They don't want to give him credit.
At that time, I had Crawford winning, but I was like thinking that it's going to be a competitive fight and Errol Spence is going to come in and make it tough and all that because Sean Porter made it tough. But no, Crawford came and watched him. It wasn't even close. I'm like, that's the real moment. I'm like, okay, this dude Crawford, he's different. Like he's watched. Yeah. So, you know, but that's how it is. That's a good point though.
That's a fact. Yeah, so that shit is slander. But, you know, we all know what it is.
Yeah, we know exactly what it is.
Their favorite fighter lost, so they're mad and shit.
That's all it is, bro. That's all it is. They never gonna get over it.
It's just really annoying to hear these guys because these guys are loud, bro. Their voices are loud. I'm telling you, in the YTBC, their voices are loud. You hear these guys everywhere. If you're participating in the YTBC, these guys are everywhere with that bullshit. And as a boxing fan that really understands boxing, I can see you getting irritated and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna push back and fight some of these niggas. I can see that happening.
Definitely, bro. And it's like, you know, I don't have that much time to spend on the YouTube boxing thing and all that. But like when I see these dudes going crazy, like I gotta say something or do something, bro. Cause it's not like in the history of boxing in 100 years, what these dudes are saying is gonna mean anything. But right now, like you said, they got a loud voice in the space. So it's like,
bro, it's funny to me.
What'd you say?
It's funny to me.
It's funny to me too. It's like, bro, because you know why they're acting like this. Like Solidus said, their favorite fighter lost. They just butthurt. So they come up with all these desperate narratives and everything like that. And we see right through that shit. You know what I mean?
If you go back to the old lives, it's even more funny because they're like, Crawford's gonna get knocked out.
Man. And these dudes were swearing up. Solidus, no, he was there. They were swearing up and down that Crawford would have got knocked out. He was gonna get exposed. And after this, he's a hype job and all, man.
But hold up. I was gonna just ask Solidus because I only had like a little bit of time. What do you think about the NBA draft?
The NBA draft?
Yeah, because I know that you watch basketball.
No, it's cool. I mean, you don't really get
it's stacked.
Oh, you're talking about the upcoming draft. Yeah, there's some really good players coming out this year. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah. This year the draft pool is really deep. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting who get picked. The first top 5 picks is going to be very interesting.
Do you keep up with it?
Do I keep up with it? Yeah. Yeah, I fuck with basketball. Basketball and boxing are the 2 sports I mainly, a little bit of football, but mainly boxing and basketball are the 2 sports I fuck with the most.
What do you think is going to be like the first pick?
Depending on who get the first pick in the lottery, but I would say probably dude from Kansas, Daryl Peterson. I say, yeah, I think he's going to go first. I kind of like will have a better idea if I get the when they do the draft lottery, see who gets the first 3 picks. When I see that, that's when I'm kind of like, okay, yeah, they're going to pick this person, that person, because then you can get a better idea because you can see what the team needs that's getting the picks. So I kind of like want to see that first, then I'll be able to give a better answer on that. But I think Daryl Peterson will probably go first. He seemed to be the more likable one. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it with that.
For sure. I'm a casual in boxing and basketball, so I can't help y'all in that conversation.
Yeah, I fuck with basketball on the side.
Nah, for sure.
With this boxing shit, but yeah, man, it's like a lot of capping in the YTBC. Got to respond. And the thing I want to say is, real fans don't hate. I can see if you got criticism and it's subjective. Okay, that's understandable. But just hating on niggas because you don't like this about a nigga, you don't like this fighter, so you're going to nitpick. That's hater shit. That real fans don't do that.
Nope.
Real fans don't do that shit. Like I understand, like I said, a little criticism there and there, but just hating on niggas because you don't like this nigga, you don't like David Benavidez because he's a Canelo op. That's not a good reason to dislike somebody.
That's exactly how it is. They dislike.
You know what I'm saying?
Because he called out this dude. Like, come on, bro.
That's not even a good reason to dislike somebody. Then they keep lying on this nigga. This nigga's doing interviews and they're asking him about Canelo. He's being kind and answering the question. These bitch ass niggas on here saying, "Oh, he keeps talking about Canelo." Like y'all just saying what y'all want to say. Y'all not up on what's really going on, bro.
Pushing narratives. That's all it is. He could talk about Canelo if he want to talk about Canelo, bro.
And how the fuck is niggas on the internet? How are they hating on pro boxers? How does that work? A nigga on the internet, most of these niggas won't even cam up and show themselves. They scared to do that, but they got all this. But they're talking down on professional fighters. How does that work? Like, who the fuck are these dudes?
I think about that sometimes. I see these dudes in the comment sections with a blank profile picture, default account, and they calling pro fighters bitches and shit like that. It's like, bro, come on, man. Like, it's just ridiculous, bro.
You go on their page.
Yeah.
They won't even, like, now they're going to try to say, well, you want to see what we look like. It ain't even that. It's the principle. You niggas won't even reveal yourselves, but y'all got all this bullshit to say. Like, I don't understand that. Like, who the fuck is you?
It's just ridiculous, bro. It's like these people are like bots, NPCs. Never stepped in the gym in their life, never threw a punch in their life, calling somebody who fights for their life a bitch or whatever. Like, nobody takes you seriously, bro. These internet trolls, bro. Like, no point in going back and forth with them.
So let me ask you a question. Now, you obviously can do what you want, right?
Yeah.
Everything is good. So when you go over to IBFP, that shit is entertaining you, or you just want to fuck with them on the boxing tip?
Bro, most of the time I'll go over there, I'll just be trolling them. Like, just dead ass. Like, most of the time when it's just them yelling back and forth and screaming and shouting matches, I don't really like tune into that. But if they call me out for some debate or something that has to do with boxing, and I can go over there and actually have a conversation about boxing, we can do that. But I'm not with the screaming matches and the, you know what I mean? Like, that's just corny to me. Over here is more cordial. That's why, yeah. So
do you got a debate lined up, or that ain't going down?
Nope, not that I know of. I mean, every other day they gonna call me out and say, Onslaught, come debate, or you're gonna duck. It's like, bro, I'll go over there when I want to go over there. I don't give a fuck about you calling me out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Come on. But over here, it's like we can actually talk boxing for real, like have a real conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is a small channel. I'm doing this shit because I really enjoy boxing. That's all it is. It's a small channel. Ain't too much going on over here. So I'm appreciative for whoever does come over here. So I just keep it moving with that.
For sure.
So we just gonna keep that shit going.
No screaming matches. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't. It ain't no. Just want to talk boxing. Just come over here and talk boxing. And then when we're done saying what we want to say, made our point, just log off this shit. That's pretty much what it is.
Yep, exactly. Facts.
Them niggas over there troll, call names, lie, all type of crazy shit.
Going crazy. It's like, Come on, bro. Sometimes I'll go over there and I'll be in the chat and I'll say some stuff trolling them, and they'll just get so mad and riled up, like just going crazy. It's like, damn, bro, y'all can't even take what y'all dish out. Y'all professional trolls, and then when somebody come in there trolling you back, you want to throw a temper tantrum. It's like, come on, bro.
They're saying he was dissing me yesterday. I was reluctant to respond because the thing is, the best stuff he can come up with is saying something gay. And I'm like, I don't really want to, like, I'm not gay or bisexual, so why even go back and forth with somebody on that? And then the thing about it is, it appears that he gets off on that. And I'm like, I don't even want to do that shit.
You're not even indulging in that shit, bro. Like, in all seriousness, that's weird as hell.
Yeah. So that happened. I was all, I just kind of like laughed it off or whatever.
Yeah, it was this dude in the thing in the stream called Detroit Music. He be over there cooking them, and then he was like, "Should I go to Solidus-T?" I was like, "Yeah, pull up to Solidus-T." And then they started going crazy, like, "You want to go to Solidus-T? He be in there talking trash about us." It's like, bro, who cares? We over here talking boxing.
I thought I've heard of him before. I think I was in the panel one time, a long time ago, and he was there.
Yeah, Detroit.
That name sound familiar.
Yeah, he might pull up one of these days.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want that. So back to the boxing shit. Yeah, I was going to get at you about the. I was going to do this last week, but I was like, nah, that don't make sense. This is the fight week. So what you think about this Fundora and Thurman fight? This is a very interesting matchup. Like, what's your take on this?
I think I'm leaning towards Fundora. Like,
overall,
I feel like Thurman could be over the hill, but at the same time, I do feel like Thurman got the more experience and he got the ability to catch Fundora with something that can just end the fight, like Brian Mendoza did. But then again, Fundora, he improved since that fight, so it's like, I don't know. It's a toss up for me, but I lean more towards Fundora though.
Fundora, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards Thurman. I broke down the fight. I actually broke the fight down over the weekend. I broke down the fight.
Okay.
I think Thurman gonna fuck around. I think, like you said, he got the experience.
Yeah.
Thurman is. Do I want, like, he's a high level fighter because Prime Thurman was a beast. He was one of the, like, besides Spence and Crawford, he was like the top guy at 147.
47, yep.
So he was a beast. He's a great fighter.
Yep.
I honestly feel if he can fight like Thurman of old,
yes,
he can. I think he can get in there and beat Thurman. I mean, excuse me, Fundora.
Probably I think even KO him. Yep.
Because I remember from Thurman in his when he was in his prime, when he was fighting at the highest level.
Mm-hmm.
What I remember is from the research I did recently is he was an underrated body puncher. Like his punching the body, he did a good job of that. And I think he's going to be able to get Fundora with that.
With a body style, because it's with his body.
Go ahead.
With his height. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think he's going to take advantage of that. And because Thurman used to punch. Thurman was a hard puncher back in the day.
Yes,
he was a hard puncher. He had hands. Them hands. He hit hard. He wasn't It wasn't like a fighter that's like really, really good, but don't punch that hard, like a Shakur. Like, nah, he can actually crack. So I think that if he still can crack and he attack that body and he can get in without taking damage while doing it or minimizing the damage he take from Fundora, I honestly think he can fuck around and get Fundora out of there.
Honestly, I agree with you. I feel like the way this fight goes depends on like the shape that Thurman is in. Is he the old Keith Thurman or is he like kind of over the hill? Because he did look decent in his last fight. He looked good in his last fight, actually. So it's like if he's back to what he was, he could KO Fundora straight up. Definitely.
Yeah.
I think he's a better fighter than Fundora.
Yeah. To your credit, Fundora is good. He's gotten better. He's one of the fighters. He remind me of Rolly. A lot of people talk shit about Rolly, but Rolly got better. I'm telling you, Rolly got better. I'm not saying he's an elite guy. He's Hall of first ballot, but he's gotten better. He's not a guy you just step on.
Yes.
Like he's gotten better if you've been paying attention.
Facts.
And Fundora, I look at the same way. Like he's gotten better. Like, yeah, he got knocked out before. I understand that. But if you look at his career after that, he seems to be improving. That punching seems to be sharper and sharper. Like he might fuck around and get you. So he can win this fight too.
Look at the first fight that he had with Tim Tszyu and the second fight. The adjustments he made. It was a completely different fight. So it's like he improved bit by bit. And I like what you said about Rolly too, because people like to dismiss Rolly like he's some garbage fighter, some journeyman like he is in the world champion. He's improved. He's gotten better. He's improved his footwork, his counter punching ability, his jab, all of that. Rolly has gotten better too. So
yeah,
fighters can get better.
Yeah, he's gotten better, much better boxer.
He got a good coach.
New coach. So when people talk shit, they should be careful. They should be careful saying that.
Yes,
he's gotten better.
Thanks.
Then and then my guy in the chat asked about Moses Tama and Jermaine Franklin. What you think about that?
Oh yeah. Moses Tama. I don't know if you know, I'm very high on him. That's my favorite prospect in boxing.
Yeah, I am too.
Yes. I think he's gonna win by KO. I don't know what round though, but yeah, I got Moses and KO and Jermaine Franklin.
So let me touch on the prospect thing. So when it comes to like prospects, who do you think's a better prospect out of what's my boy name? Emiliano Vargas.
Yeah.
Who you think's him? I can't hold up. I can't say he's a prospect because I can't say Abdullah Mason's a prospect anymore.
Nah, he's a champ now. He a champ.
I can't say that. Okay, yeah. Who do you think would have a better career out of Emiliano Vargas and Abdullah? I meant to ask you that last time he was on here, but I forgot. I'm asking you now. Who do you think would have a better career out of Mason and Vargas?
Man, I like Mason better, but like I really do like Emiliano Vargas though. He's smooth with it. I like the way he fights. He got a lot of potential and a lot of skill. But from what I've seen so far, just going off what I've seen, I see more potential in Abdullah Mason, and he did, just win a world title against a very tough fighter. So I probably would say Abdullah Mason, but then again, I haven't seen him get tested. I haven't seen Emiliano Vargas get tested yet. So he does seem to have a lot of potential though. Definitely.
Yeah, because that last fight, Vargas was in. I liked what I saw. Like I liked his performance. I thought he, like you said, I thought he was smooth. He showed some good skill in that fight. I liked him. He showed he had some pop too.
Yes.
But
Emiliano.
Yeah, Emiliano was good. So I like him. Mm-hmm. But I have to agree. I kind of like Mason a little bit better. I think Mason's a little bit better.
Yeah, I think
because they're saying because Top Rank got that new deal with DAZN. I'm pretty sure you know about that.
Right.
And I was I was talking to people or whatever about that, and they're saying in the future, they said in the future that Vargas and Mason might fight at 140 sometime down the line, and that's where that idea came up at. I was like, that'd be a great fight.
Definitely.
That'd be a great fight.
When they both develop, that'll be good. They're both good.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's what's up. So that's some great fights coming up.
Definitely.
And then I know you heard this one. This is the one everybody's talking about. People have been doing shows for days talking about this one right here. When I'm about to bring up this right here.
Yeah.
Now, what if this Boots and Sanders fight actually happened, man? That's gonna be crazy, bro.
And it's looking like it's gonna happen though. Both guys look like they want it and they got it. They're lining it up. That's a good fight at 154. Now that Virgil is kind of out of the picture with the issues he got going on. Boots and Xander, that's the fight to make for sure. I got Boots winning.
How you see that fight going?
I got Boots winning, but I do think Xander. I appreciate Xander's skills. I think he got a lot of potential and everything like that. But I just think Boots is too much. Boots is it's not really it's a hard guy for me to pick somebody to beat him at that weight class 154. He's a very polished boxer. So, but Xander's good. It'll be a good fight while it lasts.
Hey, so you would agree with me then when I say this, what I said at the top of the show. I also think Boots is another one of those fighters. People talk shit about his resume, but I honestly feel he's one of those fighters where he's really good. So it really don't matter who he fights, he's probably going to win. I honestly think Boots is another fighter like that.
He is amazing. He's shown so many different levels. He's young too. How old is Boots? He's I don't think he's over 30.
Like 20. I think he's like 27, 28.
Yeah, right. So he's kind of like at his prime, approaching his prime. He's shown so many levels to his game. Boots is one of those guys. It's hard to pick somebody to beat him, like in his weight class. It's just he's such a polished boxer.
He literally can do everything. He literally can do everything.
Like, bro, switch stances. He got
left hand
jab. Man.
Yeah, amazing jab, super athletic, great footwork. He can fight on the inside. He can fight on the outside. He can counter punch. He can take a punch.
He got a full tool bag.
Great body puncher. He hit with them slick uppercuts. Like he can literally do everything. Yep. Like he has no weakness. He can do everything. You know,
definitely.
And the
Boots
thing
is
about
like that.
And then one thing about Boots that people say that really annoys the fuck out of me is when people make an issue out of that Karen fight, the Chukazan fight. And it's like they're saying that he had trouble with him. He didn't have trouble with him, bro. He fought that nigga 24 rounds and he won like 21 out of the 22 rounds. That's not having trouble with somebody. That's what I'm saying. That's not having trouble with somebody. He won. Yeah, it's the standards. It's a fact. Like, just because he didn't knock the nigga out don't mean he didn't dominate him, bro. Crawford didn't knock him out, but he dominated him from a boxing fundamental standpoint.
Exactly.
He did everything better that a boxer's supposed to do, better than Canelo. He dominated him. He didn't. They're saying that you got to knock a nigga out to dominate. Nah, that's just a knockout. We like knockouts. We're not against that.
Exactly.
Because they said nigga. Mm-hmm. Exactly. They definitely do that. And it's like, nigga, he was washing. I mean, Karen, because he great. In my opinion, better. Karen Chukazan, in my opinion. But Boots obviously better. But he won, like they fought 2 times, 24 rounds. Boots won like 21 out of 22 rounds. They're saying that he struggled with Karen though. How the fuck he struggled? Like, yeah, he was moving a lot, but he was boxing. But Boots was still outlanding him despite that. He had to move around with him a lot and shit, but that's boxing. You know what I mean? Boots, but see, Boots is skilled enough to do that. And Karen did that to keep from getting knocked out, which was smart. That's smart boxing.
Exactly.
So they criticize that though. But like you said, man, these is guys that never been in the ring before. Most of these dudes is overweight. They don't know nothing about no fighting for real. They're just fans of a boxer. They're not fans of boxing. That's 2 different things. A lot of people don't know that.
People don't know, man. And it's like what you just said about Boots and Karen is facts. And it goes, to show and expose the double standards with Boots. They say, oh, he struggled with Karen when he dominated both fights. Karen posed a style that made it, difficult for Boots to get a knockout, obviously, but he dominated and he did what he was supposed to do. But they'll look at somebody like Virgil Ortiz, who goes life and death with Sergey Boychuk, get dropped 2 times, left the ring in a stretcher, and they won't say he struggled. They'll say, oh, he's a warrior. Oh, he's tough. He's this and that, fight of the year, whatever. But you look at Boots Ennis, he's having these great sensational performances, but they always want to raise the standard for him. But guys like Virgil Ortiz can get their ass whooped by Sergey Boychuk, and they're warriors. So you know how that shit goes.
Yeah, that's a fact. Because like I said, he was outlanding Karen in both fights. He had to move. He was moved like you said. He fought in the style that prevented Boots from knocking him out, which was smart on Karen's part. I got to shout Karen out for that. Smart boxing. Like, okay, this dude can do this. Let me do something different. That's smart. I don't have no criticism for Karen. Boots still won the fight though. It was obvious. He was landing the better shots, both fights. He dropped him in the second fight, so he did finally drop. He didn't knock him out, but he did finally drop him.
Yeah, see, exactly.
I don't like how people are criticizing him for that. Like, y'all don't know what y'all don't know what y'all seeing, bro. It's like if it's not a knockout, these guys don't know how to gauge a fight. That's another thing that's frustrating about the YTBC. These guys don't know how to break down fights. They're just running their mouth, and it's like you get upset. You get upset listening to that stuff. Like, do y'all know what's going on, and y'all just don't give a fuck?
Absolutely not. All they know is what resume somebody has, who unified this, blah blah blah, what belt that, but they can't actually tell you what happened in the ring. They'll just say, oh, it's whatever fits their narrative is what they're gonna say. If their narrative is that they going against Ron Boots Ennis, they'll look at his fights. He dominates a guy. They'll say, oh, he struggled because it didn't KO him. But they wouldn't keep the same energy with somebody like Virgil Ortiz. It's just pushing narratives from all angles. That's what they do.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yep.
My man asked in the chat who we got out of Keith Thurman and Fundora. We split.
Yeah.
My man Oslot, he got an idea that Fundora will win, and that could very well happen. Yeah. I think if Thurman can bring back Thurman of old, I think Thurman can fuck around and figure something out and beat him. This is a great matchup, though. This is going to be a great fight. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it, too. It's going to be a good fight. Thurman and Fundora could go either way.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one. I'm fucking with this.
Yep.
And yeah, to touch on David Benavidez, real quick. I was debating with somebody not too long ago. They were saying they kind of like anti-David Benavidez.
Yeah.
But we came to an understanding. They were saying that Benavidez is a weight bully. He was fighting it. When it comes to weight bullying, I feel like if you can make the weight, that's what it is. I don't know if I want to go around saying niggas is weight bullies, because he was able to make the weight, even though he's a big dude. So it is what it is. So I don't want to call him a weight bully, but I do admit he is a big pause, a big dude. Yeah. So he did his thing, but you can't say that Benavidez beats up small guys, but recently we seen him fight guys that were big, and he beat their ass too.
Yeah.
So you can't say that because they were trying to criticize him, saying that Benavidez only can beat up on smaller guys like Caleb Plant and Demetrius Andrade and all that. He did that, but hey, his past 3 fights were all 3 big, strong dudes, and he beat their ass too. So it's like
Definitely
that kind of cancels that out. So when people try to like come at Benavidez and say he's a weight bully or the stupid shit like that, or he beats up small guys, he beats up big guys too. Because Morrell is a big dude. He's actually a stronger puncher than Benavidez. Benavidez still put his ass down or stopped him or got him out the way. And then he did the same thing to Anthony Yard. Anthony Yard only got one punch.
That's a big guy. Anthony Yard he probably rehydrates to over 200 for sure.
That's what I'm saying. And he stopped him. So he's beating big niggas up too. So you can't say he only fights small guys.
And he's moving up in weight in his next fight to fight an even bigger dude. So it's like people want to talk about, he's fighting small guys and all this. He's moving up each time.
Yeah.
So what's your point?
That's what I'm saying. But the thing is, you can't say he's weight. He beats up smaller guys. He just 3 fights in a row where he beat up dudes that were big.
Exactly.
So,
and the point you made about the whole weight bully thing, it's like that's just an excuse, a label they slap on somebody to diminish them. But if you, like you say, if you make the weight and you come in, that's it. That's all that's required, unless there's a rehydration clause or a catch weight or something. All that's required is you make the weight and you show up to the fight. What else do you want? Like, yeah,
right. If you make the weight and you get on the scale, you can fight at the weight limit.
It's
There's a mistake. There's a mistake being made by this guy named Park Streets. I know you know who that is.
Yes.
He's making a mistake, and I don't think he knows he is.
With the
he's talking about, he's saying that he's misquoting what was actually said. There's an interview where Bomac said, if they would have known going up to 168 would have made Crawford feel so much stronger, they would have did it a while ago. Yeah. He's misquoting that quote as them saying they're admitting to a weight bully. Moving up in weight late in your career and then being like, damn, I feel better this way. I feel stronger, putting on this extra muscle. I should have did this a long time ago. That's not the same thing as so-called admitting to being a weight bully.
Definitely.
Park Streets is confused on that. I don't think he knows he's confused though. No disrespect.
Yeah. He probably
he's unaware.
I don't think he understands. I always heard him like try to quote that and say that their team admitted to being a weight bully because they're taking advantage of smaller weights. It's like, first of all, like you said, if you move up in weight later in your career and realize that you feel better, that's not you saying, oh, I was taking advantage of smaller weights. Now I'm big now. I should have been doing this my whole career. That's not what their team is saying. And also, staying in a lower weight is more of a disadvantage than it is an advantage. If anything, you're draining yourself. Exactly, you're dropping muscle. So in one breath, these dudes will claim a fighter is drained when they lose, but when they win, they say, "Oh, this dude is a weight bully." Which one is it?
You can't have it both ways.
You can't have it both ways. It's staying in a lower weight class, being weight drained, or is it being a weight bully? Because if you look at Terence Crawford, when he rehydrated, for example, when he fought Israel Madrimov, he rehydrated to a regular weight. He only rehydrated 10 pounds. So how is he a weight bully? He's rehydrating at a normal weight in these weight classes. So he's factually not a weight bully or whatever the hell y'all want to act like he is. So yeah, that's a great point though with the Park Street thing. He's confused.
Yeah, I can tell because he said that before when I was on the panel last year. I remember hearing him say that because that quote is old. They said that building up to the Canelo fight.
Yep.
And the thing is, I feel like Park Streets doesn't know. I feel like he's confused. And being over there, they're going to obviously, as it's anti-Crawford stuff going on, so they're going to act like that shit's real. When it's all bullshit, and everybody with a fucking brain knows that, but they're still going to act stupid. So that's pretty much how it works.
Pushing narratives.
Because that's not being a weight bully.
Absolutely not.
In my opinion, no such thing as a weight bully. If I make the weight, that's the weight, bro.
I said the same thing. I've been saying on the panel, there's no such thing as a weight bully. Because like I said, you guys, in one breath, you want to claim a fighter's drain, and the next breath, you want to claim they're a weight bully. It's like, bro, the maximum a fighter will probably rehydrate is like 20 pounds. Anything over that, you harming your body. Like if you can make the weight class and rehydrate, then what is there to talk about? Like, I don't understand.
That's a fact. That's all facts.
They just weight bully is just an excuse when your favorite fighter lose. Like you use that as an excuse. That's what they do. Yeah,
that's most likely that's what it is.
Yep.
Just facts. Like did you see my guy last weekend, Lester?
Martinez, yeah, he did a good fight.
Held it down
on Pro Box. Yep, he did his thing.
Yeah, he held it down. He the interim now.
Canelo's fighting in Billy in September.
He's fighting in Billy.
Yep, in Saudi Arabia.
That's announced, or you got the scoop?
It's not announced, but it's out there. You know what I mean, with the Mike Coppagers and the they
for real
heavily rumored, basically.
That makes sense. That makes sense because I thought it was going to be Martinez because that makes sense. Also, he just won the because his next fight's going to be for the WBC. He's an interim, and it's vacant because
of the Canelo and Billy would basically fight Martinez.
Okay, all right, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I ain't mad at that because I thought this is what I thought Canelo was going to do.
Yeah,
shout out to Canelo. This is what I thought was going to happen. I thought Canelo was going to fight Martinez for the WBC. Or I kind of knew there is a possibility it might be in Billy.
In Billy, yep.
But I was like, also, I can honestly see Canelo going back to 175 and rematching Bivol. And I'm going to tell you why I feel that way. Because I can see Canelo wanting to do that because you already dominated 168. You already had the belts there, right?
Right.
Going up to fight Bivol will put you in a situation where you could potentially win your fifth belt in the fifth weight class.
Yep, at 75.
Yeah, that'd be his fifth weight class. He could potentially win a belt in. I can see Canelo wanting to do that at this point. Like, you know what? That's a challenge. I want to do that shit because he already dominated 168. That shit, you already did that.
Then go up.
Not
to
saying he can't. Not saying he can't do that, but then that's based off of Bivol. He's because Bivol got a. We're gonna speak on that in a minute. But Bivol recently said that he wants to rematch Canelo.
He did say that. Yeah, he named a couple guys. He was like he wanted to do a Canelo rematch. Yep.
Yeah, so Canelo's probably like, well, shit, I might fuck around and do that. I can fight for another chance to win a belt at 175 and fifth weight class champ. I can see Canelo wanting to do that.
If Canelo,
to be honest with you,
rematches Bivol, all the respect to him, for sure.
I mean, he already fought him, but I get what you mean by that. I get what you mean by that.
To get back, you know what I mean? So, respect that for sure if he goes there.
Because speaking on Bivol, he's coming back. He's fighting in May. He's fighting his mandatory Michael Eifert. It's on that Usyk undercard. It's actually the co-main event.
Yep.
And so Bivol is back. Bivol, one of my favorite fighters. I love Bivol.
I love Dimitri Bivol, man. He boxes like his boxing is damn near perfect.
Oh, excellent boxer.
Excellent fighter. The way he uses his jab, man.
He's just as good as Crawford.
Yes.
From like Bivol, a talent level, it's right up there with Crawford.
He's like that. Bivol boxes perfectly.
Yeah, Bivol nice with it. So that's cool. So I'm definitely looking forward to watching that. Like, I gotta check my nigga Bivol out.
Definitely,
I'm fucking with that.
Definitely, Bivol is like that.
So after that, that's in May. Bivol might fuck around and come back and fight at the end of the year. And is the Benavidez fight with Bivol going to happen?
See, that's the thing. We talked about that last time with Benavidez moving back down. He's adamant that he's going to move back down to 175, but I don't know. I don't know if he's actually going to be able to do it, but he seems very determined to do that after the Zerdo stuff. So we'll see.
Yeah, like I told you last time, that shit it don't matter to me. He can do either or.
Yeah, but
I just feel like it might, like I told you last time, it just might be a situation where he might feel like it's a waste of time. I might as well stay here and just bang out here.
Exactly.
It's like might happen. You
already gained the weight for this new weight class. It's like you want to drop back down. Like you said, it might be a waste of time for him. There's champions that he could fight at cruiserweight. So it's like,
that's what I'm saying. Because Bivol is the only guy that I would pick to favor to beat Benavidez. Yeah, Bivol is the only dude that I think could beat him because he has the skills.
I think Bivol boxing Benavidez. I think he could beat Benavidez for sure.
Yeah, so that's the only dude that I would say.
Yep.
So
that would be a good fight.
Yeah, that would have been a great fight, but it never happened. Bivol got hurt.
Yeah,
it never happened.
It's the timing,
Yeah, it's just bad. Yeah, bad timing.
Bad timing.
Yeah, and then the thing about to touch on the resume thing, like keeping it real with you, like when it comes to the modern era of boxing, like 90s to like the 90s all the way to now, there's only two fighters you can't question their resume. Oscar De La Hoya and Lennox Lewis. Oscar De La Hoya and Lennox Lewis in the modern era of boxing, they had the best resumes.
Facts.
Like Lennox Lewis literally fought all the top heavyweights because the heavyweight was booming back then.
That's when
he literally fought all the top heavyweights.
A deep era, and he fought everybody.
Yeah, he fought everybody. All the top heavyweights he fought him.
Yeah.
Got knocked out a couple times, came back and rematched, won.
Both
they don't want to give him credit for beating Tyson, saying all Tyson was old, he wasn't the same. Lennox was old too. They both were 35 years old in that fight.
That's a great point. They was both old in that fight. But
so it's like he gets full credit for that. It's just like Joe Calzaghe. Joe Calzaghe, he gets full credit for beating Roy Jones Jr. He was old as well. He was 39 years old in that fight. That's too old to be pro boxing. 39?
Come on. Like, why you only want to look at one person's age? They're both old.
That's what I'm saying. He gets full credit for beating Roy.
Definitely.
Even though I would agree if they would have fought when they were younger, Roy probably would have won, but they were both old. So it's like, nah, he gets full credit for that. Shout out to Joe Calzaghe.
Right. Give him his credit in that moment, though. Right. Facts.
So I was debating that the other day with somebody. Lennox Lewis, Oscar De La Hoya, they got the best resumes in the modern era. They literally fought everybody.
De La Hoya fought everybody.
Lennox Lewis fought Shannon Briggs, David Tua, Ray Mercer, Razor Ruddock, Mike Holyfield.
Yeah,
all them
he
dudes.
fought literally
Klitschko brother.
The top guys in that era. Like, definitely.
Oliver McCall, Rodman, he fought everybody. And then De La Hoya fought everybody that he was able to fight.
Yep. Facts.
So those are the only fighters where you probably it's going to be kind of hard to like nitpick their resume. But every other fighter, you can nitpick the resume.
You can nitpick, right? Even like Floyd, as great as his resume is, you can
Floyd, you can nitpick Canelo's resume.
Anybody, but the select few like who have damn near perfect resumes, they fought everybody. Like Lennox definitely one of them. De La Hoya too. Facts.
So that's just pretty much what it is.
Definitely. For sure.
So this it's a lot of I kind of to be honest with you, when it comes to this weekend's fight, I kind of forget who's on the undercard. I'm gonna have to double look.
With Itama?
No, the Thurman and Fundora card.
Oh, Thurman, yeah.
I kind of forget who's on the undercard. I ain't gonna cap.
I forgot too. Let me check.
There's probably some good fights on there.
Let me see. Tellez versus Brian Mendoza. Oh, Yo-Yo Hernandez is fighting on the undercard.
What you think about him?
He's a big, scary motherfucker, that's for sure. He's a good boxer. He's just a really big, strong dude. He fight at 160. Canelo brought him in to spar for Crawford. He's a big dude. He got some skill for sure.
You know, when it comes to the Crawford and Canelo fight, I want to get your take on this. I know we talked about it before and shit, but talk about it again. Fuck it. I think when Canelo was fighting Crawford, I honestly feel that Canelo was probably expecting Crawford to like just fight on the outside and then just do it like that.
Yes.
I don't think he underestimated how he don't know how great of a fighter Crawford is on the inside.
Absolutely.
He didn't know that.
Absolutely.
And I think that caught Canelo off guard. But that's Canelo's fault though for not doing your homework properly.
100%. He was
Crawford can do both.
He was banking on the Charlo type of fight. I think Canelo was looking at Jermell Charlo and then thinking that Terence Crawford would probably try to do something similar and just move around. But like you said, he underestimated how good Terence Crawford is fighting on the inside, how good of a counterpuncher he is in close range, catching you with those shots that you don't see. He's able to like hit Canelo in angles that he's not used to fighting on the inside, you know? So like, he underestimated Crawford for sure. 100% facts.
Yeah, I was thinking like I don't think he understood the assignment. Like, bro, Crawford is versatile. He can do it all, bro. It's not he outside. He can step to you. And Crawford's had fights where he's shown that.
Definitely.
And you would think he would have knew that, but nah, he went into there empty-minded. Got that work.
And I knew on the inside when Crawford and Canelo go close range, Canelo's not going to have success because Canelo throws wide punches, whether it's close range or far range. He loads up on his shots and he throws them wide. And that doesn't work when you fight on the inside with somebody. Terence Crawford is known for being able to throw those short hooks really fast, really quick. And it's like Crawford was able to get in 4 or 5 punches by the time Canelo threw 2. So
Yeah,
those close range combinations, it's like Canelo can't handle that.
yeah.
And that's what I should have. Yeah, that's what I should have seen with the that fight between Navarrete and Nunes. Credit to you for picking Navarrete. Navarrete was able to, like, on the inside, he was able to throw those combinations on Nunes. Nunes was not able to handle that.
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen because Sugar Nunes, he was trying to box. You're not a boxer, bro. You're kind of like a brawler. Like that ain't gonna work.
He was trying to fight a style that he was not good at. Navarrete was like in his natural habitat, and he was just landing those combinations all over Nunes, close range, outside, everything. So, facts.
Yeah, like that just ain't gonna work.
No.
So I knew that was going to happen. I was like, I like Sugar Nunes, but this fight is not for you. I don't.
Facts.
It's not for you.
Nah, definitely. You got that one for sure. Happened. Definitely.
Yeah, that was crazy. But he be all right though. Where you what you think is next up for Keyshawn?
Keyshawn, he all over the place, but there's strong rumors that he's fighting Nahir Albright in a rematch at 147.
For real? He's just going to go to 147? He ain't going to try to campaign at 140?
Nah, he's going to 147, and apparently he fighting Nahir Albright in a rematch, and Nahir Albright kind of confirmed it too.
So basically a summertime fight.
Yeah. I kind of wanted him to stay at 142. You know who I really wanted to see him fight? Richardson Hitchens.
That's what I was thinking. Either him or Frank Martin. One of them two.
Yeah, and Frank Martin and Nahir Albright, they fought and they had a draw or whatever. So I guess Keyshawn's gonna say he's going for Albright because he felt like he won and they had a fight already, so it's like a rematch or whatever. But I think Frank Martin versus Keyshawn is like a more interesting fight anyway. But yeah,
that's what I wanted.
Too. Yeah, definitely. I wanted the Frank Martin one or the Richardson Hitchens. That would have been good.
Yeah, because Richardson Hitchens, did he come out and say some crazy shit, or am I tripping? Did he say something about he didn't fight because of money, and then it's something different?
See, I was on Twitter and I saw the clip, and it did sound kind of crazy. He was like, he pulled out the fight because the money wasn't right or something, and it's like that didn't make sense to me because how you gonna pull out a fight at the last second and say the money isn't right? Like, that makes no sense. But somebody told me the clip was edited and everything. So I don't really know what's going on and what his explanation for that is. I don't know.
Because that don't sound right. If he did say that, that's crazy.
Nah, if he said that, that's crazy. That's pulling out a fight for them. That's just an excuse, bro. No way.
Oh, okay.
Something deeper, I don't know, but yeah.
Niggas be editing shit, making up AI fake
That's
shit.
the thing, though. You got to be, you know what I mean, on P's and Q's when it comes to that, because any video could be fake or edited. Like,
yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know what he could say for why he pulled out. At first, he said he was sick, and that's what he rolled with.
I saw a clip. I saw a clip of Showbiz crazy ass. He was like, he said that he saw him. He was at an event and he saw Richardson Hitchens there, and he looked sick. Like he said, he was coughing. He looked sick, and he said Duarte looked like he could fight right now. Right. So he kind of had a feeling something was going to happen. Then we got like literally hours later, that's when the news came out.
I saw that clip too. So I just really genuinely assumed that he was sick. That's what I rolled with. He said it. The people around him said that he didn't look good and everything. So I just assumed that was the case.
Yeah, I believe that's what happened.
Yeah, that's what I think happened. But if they can still line it up later, not now, because he has a mandatory that he has to fight. Richard Hitchens has some mandatory he has to fight, but they can still line that up later.
Hey, ain't he on the undercard, Duarte, this weekend?
Which
Fundora.
Let me see.
Or is that the benefit? He is.
He fighting. Yeah. Wait, no, that's not him. That's Brian Mendoza. I'm tripping. Is he? Let me see.
Either that or the Benavidez card.
Yeah, he's on a Benavidez card. Facts.
Okay, yeah.
Benavidez.
Okay, yeah. I thought I saw that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know who he's fighting, but he's on the card. He fighting the dude who Pitbull fought before. I think. Start
with an F, right?
Ferrero. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's who he's fighting.
Okay. Because sometimes I like to binge watch old fights.
Yeah.
And I happened to stumble across the Ryan Garcia and Oscar Duarte fight. That was actually a good fight.
That was a good fight.
I watched that. I remember watching it live when it first happened. It was one of the fights you might forget about. Yeah. But I'm like looking at boxing shit, and I just stumbled across that, and I watched it. Yeah. I was like, yeah, this was a really good fight. Ryan did his thing in this fight. Ryan did his thing
in that fight. He was trying to the little shoulder roll thing.
Yeah, that was weird, but other than that, it was cool.
But he had a good performance. He knocked the dude out. So I remember that.
Hey, you want to know? Hey, gotta do a show talking about underrated fights. But this is an underrated fight right here. A lot of people sleep on this fight. This is underrated. This was a great fight. If you go back and watch it, you'll see what I'm saying. When Gabe Rosado fought David Lemieux during the Triple G era, that was a great fight, bro. If you go back and watch that shit, you'll fuck around and be entertained. That was a great fight. A lot of people don't talk about that.
Gabe Rosado and David Lemieux. That was a while ago.
Yeah, that was when Triple G was running the division. Yeah. Because both them dudes took L's to Triple G. But yeah, that was a great fight. I was watching that on the little Fire Stick, the HBO boxing channel. It came on. I watched it. I'm like, damn, this is a really good fight.
I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna go back and watch that again. Gabe Rosado and David Lemieux.
Yeah.
Hey, Gabe Rosado, he loses and everything. He's like a gatekeeper, but his fights are entertaining as hell. He brings it in every fight.
Hey, I need a I'm glad you said that. I wanna ask a question, bro. I heard that stupid shit Fake Talk Combat said. How the fuck do you get credit for being the gatekeeper? I've never heard. When do you get credit for being the gatekeeper? Can you or somebody explain that to me?
When did he say that? That makes no sense.
I heard that little silly debate y'all had, and I heard him say, "Oh, Gabe Rosado is a celebrated gatekeeper." Oh, when do you get credit for being the gatekeeper?
I said he was talking about Canelo's losses and everything. He was like, "Yeah, Canelo lost these fights, but he still took them. That's the difference." And I'm saying we don't get credit for losing. If you got credit for losing, then Gabe Rosado is one of the GOATs. And then he was like, "Gabe Rosado is a gatekeeper." Yeah, so it's like, bro, what are you talking about, bro? Gatekeepers,
that makes no sense at all, bro.
It makes no sense. The reason they're gatekeepers is because everybody beat them, bro. Like they probably got like 15, 20 losses, bro. That's the whole point of being a gatekeeper. You fighting guys coming up and you lose to them, bro. Like,
bro, I've been covering boxing for a very long time. I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
I've never heard a fighter get credit for losing until I started going on that panel. Bro, and they was giving Canelo credit for losing. Every other fighter takes an L. Yeah, it's respectable. You fought the guy, but you still lost. No credit for that. You get no credit. He's the only fighter in the history of boxing that I know of, in recent memory at least, that I ever heard get credit for losing. They give that nigga Canelo credit for losing, bro.
It's crazy.
How the fuck do you get credit for losing, but then talk shit about Deontay Wilder for losing to Tyson Fury?
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I thought that was always weird to me, the way that they gave Canelo credit for losing. And when a fighter loses, it's always like, yeah, shout out to them, respected them for taking a fight. But that's where it ends. We're not praising you for getting whooped in a fight, bro. Like Canelo, he lost all 12 rounds to Floyd Mayweather, and they come up with every excuse in the book. Then he lost to Bivol. He got dominated by Dimitri Bivol, every excuse in the book. He lost to Terence Crawford, every excuse in the book. Controversial fights against Triple G and Lada and all that stuff. And they give him credit for all of this stuff, basically treating him like he's some type of undefeated fighter or something. It's like, we're not giving you a credit for. That's like going to a job interview and then put in a job that you got fired at on your resume. That's not how this shit works.
Right.
Like
exactly.
That's it. You lost. Respect to you, but you lost the fight. The dude who won is who we're gonna recognize. Like that's
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and I'm telling you, I've been covering boxing for a long time. I've never heard nobody do that before. I've never heard nobody be like, "Oh, he lost, but you get credit for it." I've never heard that before. Never. I'm like, damn, y'all like Canelo that much? That's crazy.
It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. Like I said, when it comes to Canelo fans are just different. Like genuinely, they're hysterical. Different. Like I never seen fans of a fighter like this. You know,
never.
There's fighters that have like crazy fans, like many Pacquiao fans, Lomachenko fans, even some Tank fans, super crazy. But Canelo
not like this though.
Not like this. Canelo fans are in a different league. Like
it's different, bro. It's a different breed.
Yeah, this crazy, man. I never seen fans that go this crazy over a fighter. Put him over the entire sport. Like,
yeah, I don't get that. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just, I've never seen that before. Usually when you lose, like you took an L, you might get clowned for that. Back to the drawing board. They were so happy when David Haney lost to Ryan Garcia.
Yep.
But then we find out it was a fake loss.
Yes.
Then y'all want to get up here.
They still celebrate. They don't like they want to sit up here and claim snack this and snack that. Guys who never tested positive, they want to claim they're on PDs. But when somebody actually tests positive, but they beat the guy that you don't like, all of a sudden drugs and boxing are fine now. It's like
right.
they don't keep staring. You see Canelo, his whole team test positive. They got no problem with that. You know what I mean? I bet the dude who's mopping the floors in the gym test positive. Nutritionist probably test positive.
Right.
Every whole goddamn gym, and they don't have an issue with that. But let a fighter be on snack, be with snack or whatever for promotion or whatever, and all of a sudden they on PDs. It's like these people, you can't take them serious, bro.
Yeah, you can't. You can't take them serious at all.
Definitely not.
You know, I be like sometimes like I don't want to reveal who. Yeah, it's not you or it's not Hamid Boxing, but I be getting like inside scoop on the crazy things that be said over there. That's how I be knowing, because I don't be listening to his I don't be listening to his stuff.
I don't blame you at all.
I be getting told stuff and I be like, that stuff is crazy, bro. Just like the thing is, I'm actually surprised, to be honest with you, because it's like I'm surprised that he actually has a following the way he does in given the nonsense he likes to say. Like, I'm actually surprised. It's like,
it's crazy.
You can't just come on there like, see over here, we're just talking about boxing, not too much, not too controversial.
No.
But he literally has to say stuff that's just cap. You got to hate on somebody to give somebody credit just to get attention. I'm just surprised that people actually like that. Like, y'all like going over there. I'm actually surprised that Park Street, guys like Park Street, Still Mills, guys like that. I'm surprised they like going over there, to be honest with you. I'm not even going to cap.
Sitting on the panel all day and everything like that. But that's why I said most of the time it's just a screaming match, back and forth nonsense. It's like, that's why it's like, bro, if we talk boxing, okay, we can do that like we're doing right now. That's cool. But if we're just gonna have a shouting match or screaming match going back and forth, bro, I'm not interested in that. Like, that's genuinely a waste of time. Like,
it is.
It's like we're not even having a meaningful conversation, bro. Nobody like sitting on the internet all day shouting insults back and forth. That's like,
talking about you want to fight somebody knowing that it's very unlikely you're going to meet up and fight the person, bro. But you're still saying it. Like, these guys would literally be on the panel for over an hour talking like that. Like, it's crazy, bro.
It's ridiculous. Like, bro, you on the internet talking super crazy, super tough, knowing damn well nothing's going to materialize. Sit down and have a regular boxing conversation, bro. Nobody cares how tough you are on the internet. This shit's ridiculous and childish. Like,
it is. I don't know. I'm just surprised that there's actually people that actually like that and go over there and want to be entertained by that. Will literally sit on the panel for over an hour engaging in that. I'm actually surprised by that.
Crazy, man.
Like, I'm not hating on him. If his channel is popping, it's popping. Fuck it. It's just surprising to me that people like that shit. Like, y'all actually go over there and do that shit. Like, there were some people that I talked to that go over there, and I was asking them, like, you really like that? That shit's cool to you? They couldn't even answer. They were like trying to like, they couldn't answer the question. You know how when people like can't answer your question when you ask them and they start bullshitting? That's the response I was getting. I was surprised. Like, y'all actually like that? That shit's cool to you? You got dudes over there acting tough for no reason. They're mad at you because you like David Benavidez, calling you out your name over like every day, every live. Like, you say something good about Terence Crawford, you're gay or some crazy shit like that. Like, y'all actually like wasting time doing that?
Like, it's a waste of time. And when I started realizing that, that's why I don't really be like on there for real. Every now and then I'll go pop some shit. If it's a real boxing conversation, I'm willing to have that.
That's cool.
Yeah, but other than that, it's like all the trolling and yelling back and forth and all that stuff. Y'all can't even really, like, when it comes to even the trolling stuff, y'all want to throw a temper tantrum if somebody like
trolls back.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, that's not even fun. So it's like, bro, it's not even any point. They begging for me to go over there right now. It's like, no, I'm having a real boxing conversation here. If you want me to go over there, give me a real topic that we could talk about. Other than that, I'm having a real conversation right here. Like,
yeah, they're baiting. They're baiting. Well, I don't know if they're doing it now, but a while ago they were baiting me to come back over there. I'm like, if you tell me no troll, just real boxing talk, fuck all that troll shit, I could consider it. I could consider it, even though I don't really like the guy. I could consider it if it's like we're going to talk boxing. Niggas asking questions,
a real conversation.
Weird shit.
Like,
nobody's saying stupid stuff to each other, and you don't got angry ass niggas like Park Street saying he want to fight. Like, he would just get knocked the fuck out anyways, but still. But I'm just saying, like, that's how he be acting and shit. Not that fake talk combat with that weird shit, sound like a girl yelling, you know, goofy niggas like Preem and shit. That goofy ass old nigga Preem, the Puerto Rican dude, nigga like 50-something years old talking crazy.
Bro, they just like, I can't take that, bro. Like, I want to have a real conversation, bro, but I'm not about to sit there and listen to people hurl insults back and forth.
Right.
Like, that's it's just so ridiculous, bro. Like, what are you even doing, bro? You got like any life? Like, it's just a waste of time.
Yeah, it is. This shit will go on for the whole panel. That's what it's about.
Exactly.
But like I said, he found an audience of people that actually like that, and he's just going to run with that shit.
Yeah,
you know, claims it's a boxing channel, but
shit
you scratch it. It makes you wonder, like, is this really a boxing channel? Nigga trolled me for over an hour.
Come on, man. It's like, bro, it gets to a point where it's like, what are you even talking about anymore, bro? Y'all in the,
because I was over there one time a while ago. This is before I stopped going.
Yeah.
Them niggas trolled me for over an hour. I'm like, damn, I thought we were going to talk about boxing. I was asking questions based on boxing. Them niggas trolled me for over an hour.
But they still do. You're not even there, and they still say Solidus-T this, Solidus-T that. Go to Solidus-T. He talk about black women. It's like, bro, he not even here, bro. Yeah, bro.
I feel like they want me to come back over there. They want to argue. They want me to come over there and argue. They enjoy my presence low key.
No, they
I honestly feel that way.
They definitely do want you back for sure.
You know, I honestly think that.
What's the point though if it's not a meaningful conversation? Like if you're not even going to talk boxing for real, you know what I mean? Because it's pointless to just have a screaming match. It's like talking to a brick wall. Like you present some facts or whatever about boxing, and they just want to yell back insults, and it's like it's ridiculous. It's just a waste of time.
Yeah. That's another thing that bothered me too. Like I be talking about like boxing that goes on inside the ring. That's really all I care about. Like I've been saying this for like 8 straight months.
Yes.
It's all about what goes on in the ring. I haven't got no response to that. It's just since you're saying this, they're going to talk about my personal life, what I say on my YouTube page. They got nothing to do with boxing though.
That got nothing to do with boxing.
And then I'm like, can you answer my question about what I said about this fighter's jab? No response.
That's how, that's because they don't even know. They don't know. That's what I'm saying with these dudes. They don't know what boxing is. Ask them what a jab over jab counter is. Ask them what an L step is. Ask them what a feint is. They don't know what any of this stuff means. All they know is this dude unified, so he's the best, or this dude got a resume. All they know how to do is open up boxrec.com and look up who got what. That's it. But they can't tell you.
Man, that's facts. That's facts. I asked IBFP one time. We were talking about Canelo and Bivol. He said he feels that Canelo will win the rematch. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. I was like, what do you think Canelo could do in the ring against Bivol differently than he did the first fight? He couldn't even answer my question.
Because
I remember this is when I first started looking at him funny, like this nigga say he know boxing. I asked him, I was like, what can Canelo do? This is real. I asked him, I was like, what can Canelo do in the rematch as far as like just boxing him? What can he do differently to beat Bivol? Like, what do you think? He couldn't even answer. He couldn't even answer my question. He started talking about something that had nothing to do with what I asked him. Then I was like, man, this nigga don't know boxing like that. Like somebody that know boxing, they would have been able to give like a breakdown. Oh, he probably could do this.
Something.
He didn't even do that.
Break down what's in the ring. It's not even about getting nobody getting every single prediction right. But it's like, can you actually formulate a breakdown on how these styles match up and actually explain in the ring what do you think will happen based off of what we know on these fighters? No, they can't do that because they don't actually know anything about these fighters. It just be the most dumbest things, like with saying Tank is one-dimensional. That all that tells me is you never watched Gervonta Davis fight. You haven't watched more than one of his fights, and you're just going off of narratives that other people spread. Y'all don't actually, or saying that Canelo got a better jab than Terence Crawford. It's like at this point you're just making things up now.
Right.
We're not even in reality anymore. You're just making things up. And expect people to just like take that. No, I don't know anything about boxing.
Yeah, because I remember back in January, I did a video where I was literally breaking down how I saw the Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez fight go. I literally broke down based on their fighting styles how the fight was probably going to go. And everything I said in that video turned out to, not saying I'm a genius or nothing, but I'm just saying everything I said in that video turned out to be what happened in the fight. Shakur has one of the best jabs. He's going to use his jab, his footwork, his defense. He's going to make it hard for T.O. to hit him. And T.O. doesn't really have a jab. He just uses athleticism to get in. That's everything I said, and that's what happened in the fight. T.O. couldn't get in to hit him. He doesn't jab. It's going to be hard to fight Shakur if you don't have a jab. That Williams Zepeda shit is cool, but Shakur is going to hit you all night with clean shots, score more points than you. Boom, he wins the fight. See, they don't over there. They don't do breakdowns like that. They just be like, oh well, he's going to knock him out. But when I asked him like, what? How can he set that up? No answer. It's like just all troll shit.
How you broke that down? They could never do something like that. And plus at the same time they let their emotions get in the way of what actually makes sense anyway. So it's like with T.O. and Shakur. I wasn't on the panel when they talked about it for real, but I bet they all said T.O.'s gonna win because he's more athletic or whatever dumb shit. They can't actually like break down the fight. Anybody with half a brain could see that Shakur Stevenson is superior to Teofimo Lopez in every way, and his style matchup favors Shakur to win the fight. Like that, what Shakur did to T.O. wasn't even surprising at all. Like
exactly.
We've seen yeah.
No, go ahead.
We've seen Teofimo Lopez struggle with Jermaine Ortiz because Jermaine Ortiz's footwork, movement, and his jab usage. We've seen Teofimo Lopez arguably lose to Sandor Martin, dropped him 2 times and everything. Southpaw, uses his jab, moves around. Like it's not even really a complex fight to break down for real.
Exactly, it's not.
Yeah, it's
kind of simple when you actually
really
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, when you actually know what you're talking about, it's not even complex.
Because they were over there picking T.O., but not giving an actual breakdown of what they think T.O. can do to win. But they're claiming, but they're saying they know boxing. I don't know boxing, but this is what they're presenting. Facts. So I'm like, it's a lot of cap going on over here, man. Like, I don't know if I can respect that.
Man, listen, you know how it is, bro. They just like they can't actually tell you what's going on in the ring. They could never do that. It's always going to be narratives, just narratives, based off of what they see on BoxRec.
Hating on my nigga Tank, I can actually break whoever they say can beat Tank. I can actually break down how what I think would happen in the ring if they were to fight Tank. Like when they were saying that bullshit about Loma can beat Tank, I wasn't involved in that, but I remember hearing something like that. I should have jumped in that because I could have gave him a breakdown. Like I honestly feel Tank would have beat Loma, me personally, and I could actually give a breakdown of what would happen if they would have fought. Yes, I honestly feel he would have. If that fight would have happened, I honestly feel Tank would have won personally.
I said the same thing too, and I did a debate with Mills a while ago. Like I think that was like last year, and we were debating about Tank and Lomachenko, and I gave him like a straightforward breakdown on how I think Tank would beat Lomachenko. I said, yeah, Gervonta Davis, he's a southpaw. Both of them would be fighting in a close stance. We've seen Lomachenko; he's susceptible to the body. He fights with a high guard, and he keeps his arms really high. Devin Haney had success going to the body on Lomachenko. Even Kambosos had success going to the body with Lomachenko, and Tank's power punching like to the body would probably give Lomachenko a lot of issues. And we've seen Teofimo Lopez kind of shut Lomachenko down with just his power alone. Like Lomachenko was reluctant to engage because Teofimo Lopez's speed and power. Like Lomachenko has a tendency to keep his hands up in a high guard for long periods of time, being inactive when he's fighting somebody who can punch really well and control him at a distance. So I was like, based off of that, I feel like Gervonta Davis would just have a lot of success keeping Lomachenko inactive and at range, possibly knocking him out later on in the fight. And then I laid all that stuff out, and they just all looking at me and acting like I'm just spewing nonsense, and they can't even like rebut what I'm saying. They just say, yeah, well, Tank would lose because Lomachenko's a technician. Lomachenko's the Matrix. It's like, bro, can y'all actually say something about the fight? Can y'all actually break down the fight? Like Loma is the Matrix, high tech. It's like, bro.
Yeah, everything you said is facts. Like, just like he was having trouble with T.O.'s power, imagine Tank's power.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
and Tank, in my opinion, is more skilled than T.O. in my opinion.
Definitely.
So, like, I'm telling you, I honestly feel if they would have fought, I honestly favor Tank in that. I like Loma. Lomachenko's great. I ain't not saying he's not great, but just because you're great don't mean you can't get whooped.
That's what I'm saying.
I honestly favor Tank would have won.
But yeah, we've seen Lomachenko's weaknesses in multiple different fights. So it's like we have a lot that we can put against him when we're talking about him versus Tank. What we've seen his weaknesses, we've seen what he's susceptible to. You see that Devin Haney had a lot of success going to the body on Lomachenko. really hurt Lomachenko with body shots throughout the fight. Now imagine Tank hitting Loma in that same spot. He might take a knee. He might go down. Or he just might be reluctant to punch and just keep at range the whole fight.
I'm sitting here looking at your thumbnail. That's Loma getting dropped by Linares, right? Remember that fight happened?
Yeah.
So, shit. What did Tank hit him with that same shot?
That's what I'm saying.
He might not get back up.
No, that's what I'm saying. We've seen Lomachenko's weaknesses throughout his fights. We've seen, and they say, "Oh, Lomachenko, we only seen his weakness because he fought the best." It's like, no. But look at him and Pedraza. Loma fought Pedraza and Tank fought Pedraza. Who looked better in between those guys? Tank destroyed Jose Pedraza before Lomachenko fought him, knocked him out and everything. And then Lomachenko fought him after. He did a great job and everything. He dominated. But Tank looked way more polished against Pedraza when he was much younger. Like, that's Tank at age 21. Like, he's just like getting started, basically. He's a novice at that time. So it's like, yeah, we've seen, like, it's not outlandish at all to say Tank beats Lomachenko. And when you know, that fight could have happened in 2024, everybody said it was ready to happen. Lomachenko decided not to fight. So
yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah,
that's a fact. That's all facts.
That's facts. And even with the whole Devin Haney thing, they try to act like that's a robbery. That's not y'all just use the word robbery when the dude that you wanted to win loses. That's what you guys do. When it's a competitive fight and the dude who lost, you wanted him to win, you just call it a robbery. Watch that fight and try to find 8 rounds for Lomachenko or 7 rounds for Lomachenko. That's a difficult task. Devin Haney controlled the pace of the entire fight.
Right.
Really, that's what he won. Yeah.
Another thing about that Loma and Devin Haney fight that bothered me too is a lot of people are saying, I've heard people say that Devin Haney doesn't know how to come forward. He was coming forward in that fight.
He was.
And Lomachenko is arguably the best fighter. His resume is good, in my opinion. Is it the best fighter he fought? I would say so. Lomachenko is best fighter Devin Haney fought. And he was actually coming forward. He was walking up on Loma. He wasn't hurting him, but he was hitting him with a lot of scoring shots.
He was landing, especially to the body. Loma was very susceptible to the body in that fight. And all of his fights, really, he fights with that strong high guard, right? And he protects his head well, but he leaves his body vulnerable.
Yeah, because it was late in the fight when Loma started having success, when he started hitting, started curving Haney up. But throughout the course of the fight, Haney was landing the more scoring shots. He was up on the points, and that's how he got the win.
Exactly. And Haney won the last round too. That last round was
that last round was crucial. Yeah,
that was the tiebreaker round, and then Loma apparently took a break or whatever. Haney took it. So what can you say?
Haney won. Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of people, like I said, the Haney haters, they just want to say that bullshit. But it's like you said, the guy you wanted to win didn't win, so here you are running your mouth. It's very similar to the Crawford and Canelo shit. Like, you wanted Canelo to win, he didn't win. Now it bothers you. So here you are saying a lot of crazy stuff that you really shouldn't be saying, but you're saying it anyway.
It's just so weird how y'all, like, not y'all, but I'm talking about them, like these dudes who just take it so personally when the fighter that they support loses. It's like, bro, if you a boxing fan, who cares, bro? It's boxing.
Right.
Like, I was an Errol Spence fan. I mean, I still am, for real. I like Errol Spence. I mean, I'm a bigger fan of Terence Crawford, obviously. But like, when Terence Crawford beat Errol Spence, like, I'm not crying. I like Errol Spence, but I just witnessed greatness. Who cares?
Charge it to the game.
Yeah, it's like, I'm a big Tank fan. Everybody knows. If Shakur Stevenson beats Gervonta Davis, that's great. I'd love to see if he shows that level of greatness against Tank and beats him. Amazing. I have no issue with Shakur taking Tank's spot. I don't have an issue if Tank and Roach rematch and Roach wins and Roach take Tank's spot. I have no issue with that. I just want to see greatness in the ring. That's all I want to see.
See, over here, we got our fighters that we are fans of, but we're objective with it. And we're not going to jump out the window if something we like don't happen. We charge that to the game. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, if Crawford would have lost to Canelo, I wouldn't have been mad.
I wouldn't be mad at all. Absolutely.
I was going for Crawford. Yeah, that's true. But if he lost, hey, it's fair game. Charge to the game. He lost. We move on to the next fight.
Damn sure wouldn't be, crying about it or making excuses, like throwing temper tantrums like these guys. But it's like, they take it way too personally, bro. Like, these guys don't fight for y'all, bro. They're not, any of the money they get from their fights is not going to you. You got no reason to be going that crazy and being the cheerleader. Like, Everybody has a fighter they like, everybody has a fighter they support. That's fine, but like, don't take it that personally. At the end of the day, if we witness greatness in the ring, that's that.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Facts.
I don't understand.
And I seen like even people want to call me a fanboy, this guy or that guy. Even with Tank, I seen a lot of Tank fans. They start hating on Lamont Roach after the Lamont Roach fight, because Roach is like, I guess, popping his shit because you know he had a good performance against Gervonta Davis and everything, and they hating on him. It's like, bro, well, I don't have nothing against Lamont Roach. He's a good boxer. He had a good showing against Tank, even though I don't think he won. He had a good showing against him. So it's like, why would I have anything against Lamont Roach? He's a good boxer. And if he were to beat Tank in a rematch, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah. The thing that bothers me about the Tank and the Roach thing is somebody said that if you're going to put Tank on a high level, you got to put Roach on a high level. I disagree with that because Tank was on a high level before Roach. Roach was always a good fighter, but he didn't really get put on that level until the Tank situation.
Exactly.
Tank been putting it down since 2015.
Right.
Big Roach was doing his thing. You know, he's a good fighter, but Tank been on that level. Definitely. Roach kind of just got here now.
Yep.
And I don't agree with this because somebody said this a while ago. I heard this. I want to just address this. They said that if you're going to say Tank's a high level fighter, you got to say Roach is a high level fighter too. I disagree with that.
I disagree as well.
Tank is in the class. Tank is in the class all by itself. Roach is up there now, but all this time Tank been that dude. Like I said, the only thing wrong with the only issue I have with Tank is, like we said before, we don't really care about the outsider. We're not what we're not focused on that. We don't agree with it, but that's not what we're talking about.
Exactly.
But there's a fight or two that didn't happen. Okay, it is what it is. Other than that, there's nothing wrong with Tank. So I honestly don't know why somebody wouldn't like him. Like that's just hate.
You know, it's the same things. Like the narrative's been pushed against him for so long. It's like you can criticize. There's nothing wrong with criticizing a fighter. I've criticized Gervonta Davis before. Like you said, there's certain fights that could have happened that didn't happen, and you know he could have pressed the action some more and all that. But outside of that, he's doing his thing in the ring. He's showing a high level of skill that these people refuse to acknowledge for some reason, and he's just doing his thing. All of these fights with him, because I was on the panel talking to Real Talk Combat, and he's like, "Oh, the brothers. That's what they call black people, black fighters." Because they say they don't want to fight each other. They say, oh, Tank and Shakur didn't fight, or Tank and Devin didn't fight, or Tank and this dude didn't fight. It's like these fights can still happen, bro. These dudes are all young. You acting like it's over, like Tank and Shakur can't fight. That's a fight that can happen and will most likely happen. Like these dudes are young. They're all in the similar weight classes. They can all mix it up with each other. Don't speak too soon. You know what I'm saying? You need to worry about Canelo and Benavidez, a fight that now is never going to happen. Why don't y'all want to talk about that? But if it's the black fighters, they want to say, oh, the black fighters don't want to fight each other. So Errol Spence and Terence Crawford didn't fight each other when everybody wanted that fight to happen. They didn't unify and fight each other for undisputed. It's like, come on. Y'all just picking and choosing.
Yeah, that's cap because, like I said, a lot of the biggest fights in boxing are black versus black. A lot of people might not agree with this, but the biggest fight besides Crawford and Canelo that happened in the past 6 months, the biggest fights, obviously Crawford and Canelo's number one, right? But the biggest fight besides that was Haney versus Norman, and that was a black versus black.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
If you actually look at all the fights that happened in the past 6 months, that's September to what we in March, besides Crawford and Canelo, the biggest fight in all of boxing was Haney versus Norman Jr., and that was black versus black.
It was bigger than it was a co-main, and it was bigger than the main event.
Yeah, exactly. And that's black versus black. So so that kind of like kills that noise with that Goofy was saying over there. So
it's ridiculous, bro. The whole black fighters don't fight. It's ridiculous, bro. Worry about I think they know that. They're just trolling when they say that. Definitely. They know.
That's troll talk.
Definitely. As usual.
Because it don't even matter if Shakur and Keyshawn both came out and said they don't want to fight each other because they're friends. All right, whatever. The reason why you can't really stress that is because there's so many other fighters they can be fighting. And a lot of those guys are black. Like Keyshawn could be fighting Frank Martin as a black dude. Nigga, Shakur can fight Frank Martin. Frank Martin and Shakur already don't like each other because they were supposed to fight a couple years ago, and that's how
Yeah.
Shakur ended up fighting De Los Santos. They
Yeah.
already don't like each other. That fight might happen.
That fight could happen.
And that's black versus black.
And speaking
So
of
it's
Tank,
like,
isn't Tank last two fighters, two opponents, black guys? His last two
exactly.
opponents, literally. So
Yeah, Roach and Tank. That was a year ago. That was a big fight. That was black versus black. So
then,
that's cap.
Devin, he fought in his last 3 fights. He fought Brian Norman and he fought Regis Prograis.
Yeah, and both them dudes is black. So
Jamel Herring, like these people just be making stuff up, like you said, bro. They know, they know what they're saying is yeah.
So black fighters are always fighting other black fighters. So I don't even like. It's just like I said. They know that it's just trolling. That brother shit they be saying, that's troll shit. That ain't real.
It's a troll. Raymond Ford and Oshaki Foster about to fight. Like, come on.
Exactly, and that's another great fight. Black versus black.
Exactly.
Yeah, shit, he just fought a black fighter. Your boy Fulton. So that was black versus black. So it's like black fighters stay fighting each other.
He fought Abraham Noble before that. So it's like, come on. Then they just making stuff up, trolling, like you said, trolling.
Exactly. So it's like, you know, we're over here and we debunked that, and it took less than 5 minutes. You know what I mean? They'll spend an hour lying and shit saying they don't want to fight each other.
It's just stuff that they make up. Like they push these narratives, these trolling ass narratives, and they think like we gonna fall for that. Come on.
Exactly. So
ridiculous.
So it's laughable somebody would even say that. Black fighters don't fight each other. Absolutely
ridiculous.
Most of the time, not even worth responding to. Like, just laugh at that shit.
I've been laughing at that shit for a long time, man. It's just like these dudes, they gotta be trolling. It gotta be trolling because it's so obvious. Like, not even worth trying to debunk it for real. It took us like 30 seconds to debunk that shit.
That's a fact.
Literally.
And then, what you think about Edwin De Los Santos?
Edwin, he's good, bro. I remember Rayo, and he knocked out Rayo.
Oh yeah, you fucked him up. Yeah, I remember that.
I'm like, okay, that's when I'm like, okay, this dude might be some. And then, of course, he had his fight with Shakur Stevenson, which was like a weird fight, you know, what happened with that fight. And then he didn't fight since then, did he?
He had another fight. It was low-level guy back in December. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so he's a good dude though. I really wanted to see him against Keyshawn, but you know, we saw what happened with that. But
yeah,
he's a big puncher. He's a test for some. Yeah.
He's a dangerous puncher, bro. He can punch.
Yes.
He's a dangerous puncher.
Definitely. He's a test for any of these dudes like coming up. Like, if you get past him, like, okay, bet you can. If you want to ask a question, can this dude face a puncher? Can this dude handle a puncher? Like, put him in there with somebody like De Los Santos. We can see.
Yeah, if you can beat De Los Santos, you deserve credit. Like, okay, this dude might be official. He beat De Los Santos straight up. Facts. Yeah, you got to get this dude some credit. Can't hate on a nigga that do that.
He can punch for sure. Definitely.
Yeah. That's 1,000% facts.
Not for sure. For
Santos
sure.
ain't no joke.
Not a joke. Him with it versus Keyshawn would have been really good, man.
Like, yeah, I was looking forward to that. Like you said, I was looking forward to that too. And then that he missed weight and shit.
Yeah, I'm so excited that fight didn't happen.
Yeah, that would have been a great fight.
Yeah, for sure. Is there anybody that Keyshawn fought that you think is like a big power puncher?
Anybody that he did fight or could fight?
Nah, that he did fight.
Let me see.
I gotta think about his.
I want to say that Mexican dude, Mordueno. If I'm saying it,
Mordueno, yeah, he was a tough dude. He was a tough dude.
He had some pop.
He had some pop.
Mexican dude. He had some pop. I say him.
I think he was on steroids. That dude Mordueno.
Oh, I didn't know that for real.
Yeah, he was on steroids after the fight.
Oh damn, I didn't know that. Damn.
Yup. Gustavo Lemos had pop when he fought at 140.
Yeah, I was going to say him too. I was either going to say him or him. I was going to come to him.
Yep.
Yeah. I know Jermaine Ortiz ain't got no power like that.
Nah, he got good footwork. His footwork is good though.
Yeah, Jermaine Ortiz is good. Jermaine Ortiz is a good fighter.
He's like a good boxer, pure boxer. But yeah, he's not really a power puncher. Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, people were saying that he was going beat Keyshawn. I remember just laughing like, y'all just don't know boxing, bro.
Oh man, yeah, I remember that.
That
too.
shit was funny to me. I knew what it was though. You know,
too.
Latino. No disrespect, but Latino
Yeah.
siding with the Latino guy, not caring about logic. I understood that, but still, like
that's how it is. But
Keyshawn,
I knew for sure there's no way he beating Keyshawn Davis. I'm like, come on, bro. Keyshawn stopping him was impressive though.
It was buzzer beater too, because it's at the end of the fight. Buzzer beater, a knockout.
He found a route to the body. You know what I mean? So like the way he set that body shot up was really nice.
That left hook to the body, that shit was mean. I was like, whoa. I saw that. Was like, whoa.
Bro, that was mean, bro. He threw a hook to the head, then he pivoted and he threw a hook to the body. That was clean as hell.
He made him bow instantly.
Yeah, nah.
No homo, but drop to your knees. No homo.
Facts. That fight is what for me stamped it like, okay, this dude Keyshawn, he like that.
Yeah.
He just fought a dude who Jermaine Ortiz gave Lomachenko and Teo a tough fight. Both gave those guys both a really close, tough fight, and Keyshawn just watched him, won every round and stopped them. It's like, yo.
And let me ask you this, and I'm gonna let you go in a minute.
Yeah.
Do you this might be controversial, but I want to get your take on it. Do you think Keyshawn is the new Crawford? Because the way he fights, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's kind of Crawfordish. He was in that camp for years.
Crazy though, because I was just sitting with my dad the other day. We were watching Keyshawn, and then he said, like, out of all the young dudes coming up, Keyshawn is the dude who remind me of Crawford the most. And I thought about that, and I'm like, he really right. Like Keyshawn, he got that Crawford in him. He trained with Bomac and everything, so it's like, you know, I agree with that. That's not controversial.
He's like
yeah.
He's like a boxer puncher, like Crawford was. He boxed at the highest level, but he can punch.
Definitely, like he is the fighter that's most like Crawford right now, Keyshawn Davis.
Yeah,
definitely.
So Keyshawn, he the new Crawford, and then like I said, he talked that talk like Crawford did too, and then walked the walk. He said he was gonna wash Ortiz, and he actually did it. Just like Crawford said he was going to cook Canelo, and he actually went out there and did it. Remember what he said?
Exactly.
Only running I'm going to be doing is upside your head.
Upside.
That's exactly what happened.
That's what happened, bro. That's what happened when you're really confident and you know what's going. Man, listen. Before you go into a fight, you gotta know for sure what you got laid out going into the fight. That's cold.
Yeah. So yeah, like my man said in the chat, like Keyshawn Davis. Yeah, he's looking like the new Crawford 2.0.
Definitely. I'm a big fan. So who do you because Keyshawn and Abdullah Mason had a little run-in and they was talking trash and everything. Who do you think will win between Keyshawn and Abdullah Mason?
Good fight, but I got Keyshawn.
Me too. I was saying the same thing. My dad is a huge Abdullah Mason fan and everything, because obviously like we live in Ohio too, so it's like that's our guy. But at the same time, like being honest, Keyshawn is like a more mature, polished boxer than Abdullah Mason. So it's like
I agree.
Yeah,
I think Keyshawn would get that.
Granted, it would be a good fight though, because I think Abdullah Mason, he poses a lot of things that could give Keyshawn trouble, but Keyshawn is just too smart, too mature. He's just too polished. He's a smarter fighter, I think.
Yeah, definitely 1,000% facts. Abdullah Mason the truth, but Keyshawn more the truth.
He more polished.
So Keyshawn.
Like, definitely.
That's a fact.
Facts.
That's facts.
Keyshawn versus Kid Austin. I got Keyshawn at that one too. That would be a good fight though.
Yeah, I like that. I like that matchup. That's a dope one. Kid Austin. I like Kid Austin. Kid Austin got some talent.
Yeah, he got some talent. He is athletic though. He's hella athletic.
Yeah. Kid Austin nice. I like Kid Austin.
Yeah, he just gotta, polish his stuff a little bit more.
Because when he was I think I told you this before, but remember last year when he was going to fight Shakur, that was the most anticipated fight on that card. Everybody wanted to see that fight.
Everybody was looking forward to that fight, bro. Man, I'm so sorry that fight.
I'm telling you, bro. I remember a year ago, people were more interested in that fight than the Bivol Maturbiev rematch. Because that was on the same card as the rematch.
That card was stacked. Everybody was looking at the Shakur and Kid Austin fight.
Yes.
Because it's like Shakur about to fight a dude who really punch and he's like really athletic and comes forward. And it's like Shakur Stevenson got all the skill. It's a test for Kid. It was a hella interesting fight.
Yeah, that's a fact. And everybody was looking for that. When he couldn't fight, the hype for that whole card. I remember the hype for that card kind of went down a couple of notches. People still watched it, don't get it fucked up, but it kind of went down a little bit. But I'm telling you, I remember when that fight was announced, everybody wanted to see that fight. Everybody.
Bro, it's certain fights that's like I just hope that it comes through and it ends up happening. Something doesn't come out of the way. Like I remember with the Duarte and Hitchens one. I'm like, man, I hope the fight doesn't get canceled. I opened up Instagram and they said the fight got canceled. I'm like,
yeah, I know. That was fucked up. Yeah, his fights are. You know, it's funny though that they say he's a boring fighter, but his fights are highly anticipated. Because I remember the Zepeda fight. Everybody wanted to see that fight.
Yeah.
That's the most talked about fight on that fight card.
No, people they claim that, you know, Shakur boring and everything like that, but whenever he got
they will watch.
Everybody will tune in. So I don't know what they talking about.
Yeah. So yeah, Kid Austin's a good fighter. That should be to look forward to him in the future. I think he got a fight coming up pretty soon.
So he was supposed to fight Lucas Badi for
the vacant, but they gave it back.
But they gave it back to Tank because they're looking like the case that he got is basically going to be
dismissed. Yeah.
So it's like Kid Austin. I think he said he doesn't like that and he gonna go a different route and fight somebody else. So yeah, he's a good fighter. I'm definitely looking forward to him. Him versus Abdullah Mason is what they got to set up.
Kid Austin?
Kid Austin.
I ain't gonna cap. If that fight happens, I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah,
Abdullah Mason gonna watch him. I like Kid Austin, but he gonna get watched.
Abdullah Mason gonna stop him, man. I agree with that.
Yeah, he gonna get. If that fight happened, that's a great matchup. I love to see that.
Yes,
get that popping for the summer.
Yes.
Because I told you last time. I told you the last time. I love a summertime fight. Get that shit popping for the summer. Definitely check that one out. But yeah, Mason stopping him. If that fight happens, if not stopping him, he's gonna beat Kid Austin. Abdullah Mason will beat Kid Austin. Unless something unforeseen happens, Mason's gonna beat Kid Austin.
Yeah, Mason, the same way I said that Keyshawn is more polished and mature than Mason. The same thing I say with Kid Austin. Mason is more polished and mature than Kid Austin. Like, and he can punch just as hard as him and do whatever he want to do as well. So it's like, Abdullah Mason, he a better boxer than Kid Austin. Yeah, I think he would wash him for sure.
It's a fact.
Good fight though. They're both young. Yeah.
Carmel Moulton, did he just move up to 147 or 140?
Yeah. That's another one. He moved up to 47 for that fight, but I think he said he's moving back down to 140. But
he's another guy that could be in the mix.
Man, that dude is talented.
Baby Tank.
Man, exactly. And he throw combinations though. Like he
got them fast, strong hands.
Bro, he got some serious talent. They need to throw him in there with some guys, like, because I promise he'll show something. Because he was going back and forth with this dude named Giorgio Vicioli.
Another UK dude, right? International fighter.
Yeah, he's a prospect too. And they was going back and forth. I'm like, bet, set up a fight between them two.
Okay,
undefeated prospects. Yeah.
So it's Emiliano Vargas, Carmel Moulton.
Yes.
Najee Lopez,
shout out to him.
There's another guy that's like a prospect.
Where's he from?
He's an American guy.
American.
Yeah.
Pro box. He fight on pro box.
I don't think it's pro box. I think he's a top rank guy.
Top rank. No, well, I was gonna say Shushu, but Shushu is a champion.
No, he's a champion.
So not him. American.
Well, them three right there, those are the best prospects right now. Somebody else won't come up.
It's another guy that I don't know if you know about him. His name is Reitso Tsutsumi.
Yeah. Okay, the Japanese dude. Yeah, I was going to say him.
Yes,
Japanese
he's
dude.
cold.
He's cold. Yeah. I like him.
He's fighting an undercard of some of Turkey fights. I think he fought on the undercard of Crawford and Canelo too.
Yeah, he was on the. I first saw him last year. He was on the undercard of the big fight in New York, the Haney Ramirez fight, Rolly and Ryan. He was on the undercard, and I was like, "Hey, this dude is nice with it, bro." That's my first time seeing him. Then he was on the New York card, the Berlanga and Shiraz. Yeah, the Japanese fighter. Yeah, he's a dope fighter. Great fighter. Great fighter.
See, I'm glad you see. This is what I'm saying about knowing boxing. People who actually pay attention to the undercards and see the dudes coming up. Like, you know what I mean?
Super talented fighter.
Super talented. I'm like, this Japanese dude, he the next Naoya anyway. Shit.
Shit, damn near, yeah. Like his last fight, he was on his last card back in December, the Night of Samurai.
Yes.
And he was nice. I mean, he got hit, he got a nosebleed, but it wasn't shit. But the way he fight though, yeah, that dude is no joke, bro. Japanese dude whoop your ass, bro, for real.
He's solid. Him, Carmel Moten, you Zaquin Moses too.
Who?
Zaquin
Moses. Yeah. That's Shakur's cousin, right?
Yeah. He beat Carmel in the amateur actually. He a good boxer as well.
So that's probably gonna be a fight in the pros.
For sure. And then Emiliano and then Mosley, Tama, all these guys. These guys are the future. Yeah, Moses Tama, he gonna watch Franklin. That I got that maybe 2-3 rounds, me personally. I think that's gonna be Jermaine Franklin, no disrespect, but 2-3 rounds, it'll probably go, and then Otama gonna get him out of there. Definitely. I think mostly Tama gonna stop him early. Tama is a high-level boxer, bro.
Yeah, he's no joke. He's no joke.
I saw his fight against this dude, what's his name, Balkan or whatever. That's the fight he had before he fought Dillian White, I think. And like it was only 2 rounds, but the skill he displayed in that fight, like how his defense was on point, his counter was on point, his range was perfect, stepping back. He's like, I'm like, bro, this dude's a heavyweight. He boxing like this?
Yeah, I know.
Nah, bro.
Kind of fights like Bivol a little bit.
Yes, good point. He fight like Dimitri Bivol. He got a little Bivol in him, a little Crawford in him. Like the way he
that long Russian style, high technical shit. Yeah,
that's rare. That's rare to see as a heavyweight, like prospect. Like throw this dude in there with these guys right now. You'll see he gonna knock them down one by one.
He might be another guy. Going to the title of the video, he might be another guy where it's like it don't matter who he fight, whoever he fight, he gonna win. He might be another guy.
Definitely. Out of all the dudes I'm seeing coming up at heavyweight, he's the dude who I'm most impressed with. He's boxing like he's not a heavyweight. He boxing like he's a welterweight, moving the footwork, the counters, the defense, everything is on point.
And he got one punch power too.
And it's another thing with these prospects. People will say, "Oh, he's not ready yet because he has to fight a top 10 guy or he has to fight this dude." Bro, it's not, when it comes to somebody being ready, it's not about them fighting a top 10 guy or them stepping up. There's certain guys, to the point that you made before, we see what they can do, like in the ring.
Right.
Like we see the potential there. We can test that. Like when you show you have a high level of defense and offense and you're good with distance management and counter punching and all of that stuff, most boxers can't do that all in one. So if you have that, we can test that. Like you don't need you to stay climbing up the rankings for years and years and years. Like come on.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's 1,000% facts.
Thank you. It's like not like you don't want to rush a fighter at the same time. Like that's you don't want to rush a fighter, but at the same time, if you see some real serious potential, I mean, look at Abdullah Mason. He a champion right now. Like
fact.
I heard about
Shout out to Turkey for giving him that opportunity. Shout out to Turkey for giving him that opportunity.
Turkey saw the potential, and he's like, man, put him in there right now with Sam Noakes, and then both of these top contenders can fight for the title. Abdullah Mason, like, when did you hear about Abdullah Mason? Like, what, 3 years ago?
Yeah, like 2-3 years ago,
2-3 years ago, like, you just heard about him, and all of a sudden, he a champion. Like, he's trying the same things. Like, when you see potential, you can test that.
That's a fact. So, yeah, man. In closing, you don't be capping, man.
You too,
really
bro.
Appreciate you. Really appreciate you willing to come on this panel. Like I said,
sure, bro.
Just trying to do my own thing on this boxing tip.
Anytime,
really,
bro.
Really appreciate you pulling up.
Great conversations.
So, I'm gonna let you go, but let me ask you this first. So we fully agree that, as we just said, certain fighters are so great that resumes don't really matter. They're gonna win regardless. High level guy, low level guy, they still gonna beat them. 100%. And Terence Crawford is definitely one of those guys. You put 100%. Crawford in it with anybody, he gonna win.
100%. Facts. We seen it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. Evidence is there.
A level way above anything else. We've seen it.
1,000% facts, man. But yeah, once again, man, I appreciate you coming on here, man.
Not for sure, man.
Straight
I appreciate
up, you. You down to do next week?
Definitely. Just let me know.
All right, I got you. I'm gonna hit you.
All right, brother.
All right, stay solid, stay smooth.
All right, bro. Stay safe.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, out.